That's how good that was, she tells me. She's pretty cute. I feel myself starting to blush. You've got that voice, the next judge says. She happens to be Faye Parker of Raleigh, the mother of Clay Aiken of American Idol fame. The third judge, Tina Selden, a former Raleigh news anchor and a local entertainer herself, speaks with confidence and a strong sense of certainty. Scotty, you are what they call the package, she begins. You were born with music in you. I stand there nodding and smiling, hoping they all know how much I appreciate these kind compliments. Good luck, Tina says. You will go far. The words are affirming and fuel up the tank inside of me. Of course I know there's a big world out there, and I'd have to go far, very far, to make my mark on it. Mom had been telling me to try out for Clayton Idol the past month, or maybe the past year. She gave me a form to fill out and then kept reminding me. One day she told me she forged my name and sent it in. I joked and told her I was going to sue her, and she just said 15-year-olds can't sue their parents. It's a good thing she signed my name and sent in that form. It turns out I'd eventually win Clayton Idol. Little did I know, the sparks already inside of me were starting to grow and become brighter. Clayton Idol was indeed a fun learning experience, but I had school to focus on and baseball to practice. You will go far, Scotty. If only I could have known just how far. This baby can sing. Tina Selden at Clayton Idol was absolutely right about one comment. Not the comment about how far I'd go. Nobody knows how far they'll go in this world. You hope, you pray, and you work hard. But at the end of the day, anything can happen. She was, however, right about being born with music inside of me. It wasn't just that I loved listening to it. It poured out of me, even at a young age. And it wasn't just that music poured out of me. I loved being watched and also making people laugh and smile. The story about humming the tune, Bye Baby Bunting, at the doctor's office at my one-year checkup was true. At the end of that checkup, Mom told my pediatrician, this baby can sing. She says she looked in my eyes and slowly sang the following 3 words, Bye Baby Bunting. I stared straight back, bobbing my head, pressing my lips and humming, sending the melody back pitch perfect. The doctor replied with wide eyes, I don't think I've ever seen that before. A quote from my mom, Judy McCreery. While waiting on Scotty during his first dentist visit at age 3, I overheard a teenager saying, Mom, there's a little boy back there in the dentist's chair, and he won't tell his name. He just keeps grinning and saying he's the Muffin Man. I turned and asked, a little boy with big cheeks and blue eyes? She laughed and said yes. I could only shake my head. Thought so. He's mine. Judy McCreery. While attending Timber Drive Elementary School, I had a bus driver named Miss Brenda. Once on our way to school, she heard me sing, so she encouraged me to keep it up. It got to a point where Miss Brenda and the kids would ask me to sing for them, so naturally, I'd perform 2 or 3 Elvis songs. One day, after I got off the bus, Mom asked me about my musical adventures. Miss Brenda told me she just loved the concert she'd given in the back of the bus. Are you cutting up? Mom taught school, both middle and high, so she knew what bus drivers had to deal with. She didn't want me to be one of those kids. You know, the kind the drivers would see, let out a sigh, and think twice about opening the door for. Miss Brenda and the kids want me to sing. They ask me to sing all the time. I never did mind. It just seemed natural for my friends and family to encourage me to sing for them. The more they asked, the more comfortable I felt performing, even if it was for one person on the sidewalk or in the school hallway. I didn't walk around feeling like I was carrying some kind of remarkable gift with me. I just enjoyed singing and felt normal doing it anywhere, whether in the children's choir at church or in plays at school. I actually remember as a kid, after I'd been sick with a cold, slipping into the bathroom, locking the door, and humming, singing a little bit, just to make sure my voice was okay. It was a legit worry of mine that a cold could mess up my voice. I loved singing too much for that to happen. I wanted to protect it because I knew I had to keep singing. My parents continued to buy me Elvis CDs, which was great because I eventually brought them to gym class. Our PE teacher, Mr. Taylor, said if we brought music to class, we could exercise to it. So of course I brought him some Elvis tunes on my specially mixed CDs. Even as a 3rd grader, I was helping spread my love of the king of rock and roll to my classmates. My interest in music, okay, I'll use that word obsession again, grew into a lot of other artists and CDs. One album I played over and over when I was around 8 years old was a soundtrack of the movie Oh Brother, Where Art Thou? The Grammy Award-winning soundtrack was probably more popular than the movie starring George Clooney. It was produced by the great T-Bone Burnett, a famous musician and producer.